I added so much value onto the offer. So not just appointment setting. Now I'm going to set you up with a setter. I'm going to train him for you. I'm going to help you with your KPIs, your CRM. I'm going to help you with your sales script. I'm going to help you with your branding. I'm going to help you with your sales funnel and your VSL. I'm going to do all of these other things in order to optimize your business, in order to not just book appointments, but actually grow the company. Because booking appointments by itself is just not that valuable, because booked appointments doesn't necessarily mean more customers and more money. So what I do, I increase the value of my solution to make sure my clients make more money. How to deal with an oversaturated market. And this is something that I get asked all the time, and this is something that I think a lot of beginner entrepreneurs have to deal with and struggle with. Boys, it's really not that straightforward. But I think the main problem comes from trying to copy and paste other people's business models. You know, you look online, you Google like, what's the best agency start in 2023? What's the best way to make money online? And then you see these things like short form content, you see it like social media marketing, short form content, whatever it is, and you just copy and paste the business model without adding any uniqueness and without adding any of your own personality into the business. And what this does is it puts you in a bit of a tricky situation where it's like you've just started this new agency, digital marketing, doing the exact same thing as the guy that you've just watched a video on does. And it's going to be very difficult for you to compete, considering that these guys that have been doing social media marketing agencies for the past 5 years, they've got a million different testimonials, they've got an incredible amount of social proof, they've got YouTube videos from the last 3 years, they've even got their own podcast now. It's going to be difficult to compete with guys like that, naturally. Of course it is. The reason I'm making this video today as well is because I recently invested another 6K into a new program, and one of the group calls last week, the first group call, I was on it, and this is something that they were talking about. I was talking about creating your own niche, a niche of one. And to be honest, when I first started doing this in my business, I didn't even realize I was doing this. But I think this is what helped me get to 20K a month so quickly. What this is all about, so it's like, instead of just copy and pasting someone's business model, instead of just offering social media marketing as the service, you need to be able to add more value into that, more value on top of that. Instead of just offering social media marketing, you're going to give more value. Instead of just doing the ads, you're going to do some more things in their business to help them grow, to give more of a holistic solution to their problem. Because at the end of the day, like, let's say like me, my company, fundamentally, like if you was to really just strip it away, then fundamentally it would be an appointment setting agency. But there's a bunch of appointment setting agencies. So how am I going to come into the market in 2023 and start competing with some of the appointment setting agencies that are already at 300K a month? It's going to be very difficult. But what I did is I added so much value onto the offer. So not just appointment setting. Now I'm going to set you up with a setter. I'm going to train him for you. I'm going to help you with your KPIs, your CRM. I'm going to help you with your sales script. I'm going to help you with your branding. I'm going to help you with your sales funnel and your VSL. I'm going to do all of these other things in order to optimize your business, in order to not just book appointments, but actually grow the company. Because booking appointments by itself is just not that valuable, because booked appointments doesn't necessarily mean more customers and more money. So what I do, I increase the value of my solution to make sure my clients make more money. Now, at this stage of the business that I've now built, it's no longer an appointment setting agency. So I don't have to compete with the whales that have been doing this for years. I've got my own business. I'm a niche of one. And this is what we were talking about on the group call, creating your own niche of one, adding personality into your brand, adding your own messaging into the brand to the point where you have no competition, because there's going to be no business that's doing the exact same thing as you. And I heard this and I was like, oh shit, that's it. That's exactly what I've been doing with my business. And that is what's helped me scale to 20K a month. It clicked. I was like, that's what people need to hear. That's where people are going wrong. Don't try to copy and paste someone else's business. Don't just try to copy and paste short form content agency, social media marketing agency, appointment setting agency. Instead, you need to find your own unique solution to their problem. You can fundamentally be one of these things. That's great. But it's about adopting that growth creator mindset. I'm not an appointment setting agency. I'm just a growth creator. I'm my own niche. You can't compare me to any other businesses because no one else does the exact same thing that I do. And if you're wondering on how you can actually go about this, then there is an incredible book. You know what? There is an incredible book, $100 Million Offers, that talks about this in a little bit more detail and what you can do. So naturally, every time you offer a solution to someone, your solution is going to then create more problems. Like, let's say you are a short form content agency, you offer short form content editing. Well, now that you've done their short form content editing, you've provided your solution then gives them more problems that they have to deal with. So if you can think about what problem you're going to solve and then what problems come after that, and you can make a list of all these and find a way to solve all of those problems as well, then this is how you're going to separate yourself from your niche and create a grand slam offer. as it says in the book. Short form content agency. Let's give you an example. Once you've edited their videos, they're going to have more problems. For example, they're going to need to think of a catchy caption. They're going to need to think of hashtags. They're going to need to think of marketing strategies and the best time to post it. They're going to have to distribute the post across all the different platforms, YouTube, TikTok, blah, blah, blah. You've now created a whole bunch of different problems for them to solve after you've given them your solution. So make a list of all the problems make a list of the problem you're going to solve, or the problems you're going to solve, and then all the problems that will come after that, and solve those as well. And that's how you can charge high ticket prices and get people to aggressively throw money at you without comparing you to the competition, because there's no one else that offers the exact same combination of value and solutions as you. And that's what being a growth creator is all about. Taking your skills, or maybe other people in your team skills, and finding a unique way to holistically solve their problems. Instead of just solving one small problem, you're solving all of the problems, and now you no longer have to deal with oversaturation. You no longer have to deal with competition, because there's no one to compare you to. If a few years down the line, you're doing a great job, and you start to build a personal brand, and then people, the same way that there's a lot of guys in the market that just copy and paste social media marketing agency, SFC, people might try and copy and paste your business model. But at the end of the day, now those are the guys that are just beginner entrepreneurs. Those are the guys that are going to have to deal with the fact that it's hard to compete with you, because you've already got all the testimonials, the social proof, the credibility. People are not going to be able to compete with you. Another way that you can further separate yourself from the competition as well is by adding your own personal messaging into your business. One big reason that I just invested in my mentor, I just spent 6K on a new mentor last week. And one of the big reasons that I invested in this guy is not because he had crazy social proof, not because he had crazy amounts of testimonials and followers and blah, blah, blah. In fact, I'd never heard of him before in my life. But just because I watched a couple of his YouTube videos and I really could resonate with his messaging, his story, his values, religious, married. I could resonate with his values and his story. At the end of the day, people typically buy from people they know, like, and trust. So by posting content around not just your solution, but also posting content about you and your values, then this is going to attract the right people into your business. This is also going to further separate yourself from the rest of the niche, because there's always going to be someone out there that can resonate with you and your story. Alright boys, if you want help getting this implemented into your business so that you can scale to $20,000 a month in the next 4 months, shoot me a message on Instagram, and of course make sure to subscribe for more free source like this. I'm going to be posting a lot more on Instagram now as well, so just make sure to go hit that follow button. I've got reels firing out at the moment, so make sure to check that out. And yeah, DM me on Instagram if you would like to scale as a growth creator to $20,000 per month, especially if you're in sales at the moment, you're in marketing, or you're a closer or appointment setter, for example. Then that's perfect. You've already got a great foundation there in order to be able to actually provide even more value to the market and keep 70% profit margins for yourself. DM me, boys. Hit the like if you did find this video useful. And as always, boys, keep grinding.